Hi everyone. I hope you all are good and safe. And today's lesson 2, we are going to study about the data structure in Pandas series. Okay. Last class we have seen the introduction to Python libraries. So the continuation of that unit 1, we have now data structure in Pandas series. So what is the data structure in Pandas that we will see? Okay. A data structure is a way to arrange the data in such a way that so it can be accessed quickly and we can perform various operations on this data like retrieval, deletion, modification, addition, so that we can do. So data structure means nothing but in Pandas, in which way you have to arrange your data. So that is called the data structure. So in Pandas, we have three different data structure in Pandas. One is the series, the other one is a data frame, then the panel. We have three different data structure in Pandas, that is the series, data frame and panel. But according to the CBSE syllabus, we are going to study this series and data frame only. We are not going to study about this panel. So series is a one-dimensional data structure and data frame is a two-dimensional data structure. Panel is a three-dimensional data structure. That is the main difference. Okay. So now we are going to see this three different data structure, but according to the syllabus, we are going to study only this two different data structure. In that exclusively, today we are going to see about this series only. I'm not very sure it is possible to complete the series, whole series today. Let me see. Okay. So this first thing we are going to see today is the series. So series is a 1D homogeneous data structure. What is this homogeneous? That means same data type. That is called homogeneous. And the size is immutable. Value of data is mutable. So series is a 1D homogeneous data structure and size is immutable. Value of data is mutable. And if you see the data frame, anyhow, we are not going to study data frame today, but still data frame is a two-dimensional heterogeneous and size is mutable. Here size is immutable and here the size is mutable. That is the main difference between the series and the data frame. Now, the Panda series data structure. Panda data structure is particular way of storing and organizing. So data structure is storing and organizing a data in your computer memory to suit a specific purpose. So data structure is a particular way of storing and organizing data in computer memory to suit a specific purpose. So series in the beginning itself, I informed you, series is a one-dimensional labeled array capable of holding data of any type. So there we have seen, so integer means all data should be integer or string means all data should be string. Okay, the access label are collectively called the index. The whatever the access label we are giving, they are collectively called as index. A series data type object has two components, an array of actual data and associated array of indices or data labels. So the first one is what the original value we are giving, that is called data. And for that data, by default, if we didn't give the index also, the default index will be taken over there as 0, 1, like that. They are called as data label. Panda series can be created using the following constructor. So the series, the constructor, the method, the capital S you have to use in that place, series, and what the data you want to pass, then comma, what the index you want to give, comma, D type, what the data type, and any copy thing you want to give. So this is the general syntax or the constructor to create a series. So first you have to use the keyword series. Then method means immediately open bracket, close bracket. That's why it is called as a method or a constructor. So constructor means if the class name and the method name is same, then it is called constructor. So series, And the inside the argument, the first one what you are passing is your data, the original value what you want to give, that is the data. Then the index, if specifically you want to give the index, then you have to give the index. You want to give the data type, you can give. You want to give any copy value over there, that also you can specify. Apart from all this thing, only with the data also you can create the series. Okay, the data can be a Python list or tuple, a NumPy array, a dictionary, or a scalar value. So you can, the data what you are passing over here, that can be a list or a tuple or a NumPy array or a dictionary or a scalar value. Only this type of things, either a list or a tuple or a NumPy array or a dictionary or a scalar value. From this only your data you can pass. Directly you can give a data, or your data can be a list of values, or using the NumPy array, or using a dictionary, or using a scalar value. Scalar value means nothing but the constant value, that is called the scalar value. The constant is called as scalar value. Okay. Now, so series can be created using array. Dict means nothing but a dictionary. Okay. Then a scalar value or a constant. So the first thing what we are going to see today is create an empty series. That means you are not going to pass any data. Data means the original value. You are not going to pass a value over there in the series. Just you want to create a series. At present, you don't have any value with you, but you are very sure you want to create a series. So you are creating an empty series. The first line will be import pandas as PD. So here one thing I want to insist over here, why we are using this import pandas as PD in the Python library introduction only, we have studied that, because this pandas library, we have so many methods that we want to use in our program. So whenever we want to use that, we need this library. So we are importing, and just import pandas is enough. But why we are using as PDF? This as PDF is called as alias name. Okay, wherever I have to use pandas, the whole thing I am very the thing whole thing you have to type. Instead of that, you can use this simple thing PD. And again I want to tell you, this PD is not compulsory you have to use only PD. You can use A, B, C, P, D, S, anything you can use. It is an alias name you are creating for your pandas, or the object. Okay, so where now you see S is equal to PD dot series. So instead of this PD, suppose if you are writing import pandas, then what you have to do, S is equal to pandas dot series. You have to type. Instead of that, I have used the alias PD over here. So I am using PD dot series. So just the open bracket and close bracket here inside, I am not passing any value over here. So this is an empty series. Now I created a series. I want to know whether it is created or what. So for that purpose, we have to use the print command. So print yes. So when you're giving print yes, you get the output like this way, series, and it is the empty series. So just the square bracket you will get. And by default, Python will take a float data type. You didn't give any data type over there. And it is an empty series. Suppose if value is passed, automatically what the value is for, according to that, it takes the data type. But here we have created a empty series. So by default, it takes float 64. This is the way to create an empty series. Okay. Now, the next thing is creating a panda series from a list of integers. So, the first thing we have seen uh, through the empty series. Now, I want to pass a value, but that value, the data, how I am going to give with the help of a list. So, list means we know that the square bracket, whatever we are giving in the square bracket is called as a list. So, list of integers I am going to use. So each value you have to separate with the comma operator. Now this is called a list of integers. So just for your reference and example, I just wrote it over here. Let's move to our example. So import pandas as PD. This will be the first line in each and every program. Okay. Now this is a variable or object you are just declaring to store your list. Directly also you can pass inside here, or you can store like this in one variable, then you can pass. Now here it is a list for it is easy to remember for what I declared. So I have given the name as LSE. So list. Now the square bracket 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, how many values you want to pass, that many values, but each value you have to separate with the help of a comma operator. Now D1 is equal to PD dot series. Now I want the values, that is the data. So the data already I have stored in one variable that I am passing inside this as the argument or the inside the parenthesis. So where I stored my list of values, the variable LST or the object LST that I am calling here. Now through the list, I created my series, and where the series is stored now, it is stored in the variable or object called D1. So when I'm giving print D1, the output, this is our original data, what we stored. And we didn't give the index over here. So automatically it will take a default index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So this is how we have to create a Panda series from a list of integers. Suppose you don't want to store like this. So directly within the open bracket, you can give the list of values also like 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. So you can give like this way also. That is also possible. It is not compulsory always you have to store in one variable. Then that variable only you have to call, nothing like that. PD dot series, open bracket, then inside directly you can pass the list of values. That way also possible. Okay. Now the next one is the previous one what we have seen. We just created our series using a list of values. Now in that we didn't give the index. Now here I want to pass that with the help of a array directly through the list we did it. No, so the same program using the NumPy array. So one more thing, library you have to import. What is that library is? Import NumPy. Why we are importing this NumPy? Because this array method is present under the library NumPy. So whenever we want to use this array, how pd.series we are using, like in the same manner, whenever we are using an array, we have to call the NumPy. So we have used import NumPy as NP also. Okay. So just you keep in your mind when you are using array, you have to use the NumPy because array is present under the NumPy library. Now, so the previous same, everything is same. We have stored as a list, but here the list instead of directly passing to the series, the list I am passing into my array. So ARR is equal to NP dot array of list. Now where I stored my array, I stored my array in ARR. That I am passing inside the argument. So you will get the same output. Okay. The next is creating Panda series using a user-defined indices and values. So what is this user-defined indices? So nothing but previously we just pass the values, no? So by default, the value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we pass the value. So the default index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Automatically it takes the index. Now I don't want this index. I want to give my own index to my series. So for that, how we have to use. So here again, I want to tell you two ways you can do. We are going to see the first way using the array. Okay. Now see, import pandas as PD, import numpy as NP. Now the same thing using the array we are passing. Now see, we didn't store in any variable, directly the array, the list of values we are given. And here array key is equal to np dot array, again a list of values I have given over here. Now what is our syntax for creating a series? pd dot series, pd dot series, we give data. First argument what we are giving is data, comma, then the index we used to give. Then the next so many arguments we have, what we want, then we can use it. So here, so pd dot series data comma index. So data I want to take from this, what I have stored in my through my array in this variable, that is my data. So just pass that variable over here. Then the index I have already stored in the variable called ARR key, array key. That I need my index, month, wed, like that I need the index. So already the index is stored in one more object or variable ARR key. So just call that over inside the series. So this is the simple way to create a Panda series using a user-defined indices. So when you see the default, we will get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, but when you print here, your output will be like this way. So this is our original data and this is our index. So the index, what we have given, like month, use, whens, that we will get our index. And one more thing, it is a string. So you have to enclose that within the quotes. Suppose if you are passing an integer value, just you can give 1, 2, 3, comma. Okay, no need to specify the quotes. The next is creating a series from a dictionary. So how to create a series from the dictionary? So how the list means square bracket, like in the same manner, dictionary means the curly bracket. The curly bracket represents we are going to do a dictionary. So here, the first example, what we are going to see is without index. Like how in the list, the first thing we have seen without index, like in the same manner. Now see, import pandas as PD and data is equal to this curly bracket only represents we are going to do a dictionary. Now, the dictionary syntax is whatever we want to pass inside the dictionary, it should be a key colon value pair. So we need whatever value we want to store, for that we need a key. And how many things you want, each you have to separate with a comma and you can enter. So here the A is the key. What I am underlining here, no, all this is keys. And what I am circling here, all these are values. The original data, what I want to give my dictionary, this is the values. So here it is a key. Colon, my value. I want to store a float value. So 0 dot, comma, then the next key is B, then colon, then the value 1 point. That is again the decimal value. So 1 point. Then the next key, colon, the next value, I close the curly bracket. Now, through the dictionary, we are creating a series. So where is my dictionary stored now? It is stored in data. So that you have to pass inside the series method. So S is equal to pd dot series data. When you give print yes, you get the output like this way. Now, see, we didn't give any index, but still you see we are not getting the default index. The default index will be what? 0, 1, 2, like that only we will get the default index. But here we didn't get the default index. What the key we have specified in our dictionary, that will be automatically taken as our index in the series. Okay, so when you are using in data frame, it will come in different way. When we come over there, I will tell you. Okay, so in series, whatever in the dictionary you are giving us a key, that will be taken as your index. So the default index won't come when you are using a dictionary. And it is a float, so the D type float 64 we are getting. Okay. The next is with the index. The previous one we have seen without index. Now here with the index we are going to do. So what is that with the index? The same data. Now see the data we passed over here, comma, one more argument we are passing here. That argument is index is equal to the list of index. Why I am telling it is a list of index? Because it is enclosed with a square bracket. Now the index I'm giving, because if we didn't give the index, if we create through the dictionary, whatever the key we are given, that will be our index. But here now see, I'm giving B, comma C, comma D, comma A. So while creating, it will check the key if the same key is there or what. If the same key is there, that value will be taken. But here the first index is B. So we will get in the output B only first. And what is the value for the B we have? The value 1. So it is 1 point, so 1.0. Then the next index is C. So we are getting C and it will check in the dictionary. We have a key C. Yes, we have. And what the value we have? 2 points. So 2.0. Then the next index is D. We don't have a key in D in the dictionary. So we are getting a NaN value in that place. Then we have a index A. It will check in the dictionary. We have the key A or what? Yes, we have the key A. What is the value stored? That is 0. So 0.0 and D type is float 64. So this is how we can create a series through dictionary using the index. Okay. So if the index and key is same, that value will come. Suppose if the index is not there, what you specified, suppose here see the D is not specified as a key in this dictionary. So we are getting a NaN value over here. I hope it is clear to you. Now the next is creating a series from the scalar. So scalar means nothing but in the beginning only I told constant is called a scalar value. Now I want to create a constant value in my series. So we know how to do import pandas as PD. S is equal to PD dot series open bracket 5. Now if I close over here, only one value I will get in my output. So how many values I need in my output? Here index is compulsory when you are giving a scalar value. Otherwise only once only you will get. So index is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So these many times the same value it will repeat over there. So here instead of this you can use the range function also. Like index is equal to a range of. Index is equal to range of, for example, now 1, 6, 2. So when I'm giving like this is my starting value and end it will take end minus 1, n minus 1. So 1 to 5, in between 1 value it will skip. So the output will be 1, 5, because starting is 1. I didn't give 0. My range is 1. Then it will skip the next value. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So I will get 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. The index, then the 5. 5 plus 2 will be 7. My ending value is 6. So execution will stop. So instead of giving index like this way, you can specify index is equal to range function also. You can use. Okay. Then, so today we will stop up to here. In the next class, we will see what are all the different types of attributes are there in the series and how to execute that attributes through Google Colab. Okay, because CBSE is given through Google Colab also, you can execute. So through Google Colab, how to do these things that we will see in the next class. Thank you.